What happens when an undercover boss visits his own deli? Let's dive to see. In the heart of downtown Elmridge, where skyscrapers kissed the clouds and streets buzzed with life, stood a modest deli named Franklin's Corner. The man behind it all was Reginald Franklin, a name that carried weight in the business world. Yet here he stood, not as the successful entrepreneur people knew, but as a simple worker eager to understand the heartbeat of his establishment. Reginald wasn't your ordinary businessman. With his salt and pepper hair always neatly combed and eyes that held stories of countless late nights, he had built Franklin's Corner from scratch. His journey began 20 years ago when he arrived in Elmridge with nothing more than determination and a dream. Today, the deli thrived on its reputation for fresh ingredients and warm service, but Reginald felt something was missing. Numbers on spreadsheets couldn't tell him what really mattered, how his team felt, what they faced every day. The decision to go undercover wasn't easy. It meant leaving behind his suit and tie, trading them for an apron and cap. But Reginald believed if he wanted to truly lead, he needed to walk beside those who made his vision possible. So one Monday morning, without fanfare or announcement, Reginald walked into his own deli as just another face among the staff. The first hour was chaotic yet familiar. Orders poured in like waves crashing against a shore. Customers lined up at the counter, while cooks worked tirelessly behind the scenes. As Reginald slipped into his new role, blending seamlessly with the crew, he noticed things he'd never seen before. Little details, the way Marcus wiped sweat from his brow after slicing bread for the 100th time, how Thomas patiently explained menu options to a confused elderly customer. These moments painted a picture different from what boardroom meetings ever could. Reginald found himself drawn to conversations between employees during brief lulls in the rush. They spoke openly about their lives outside work, sharing laughter and sometimes worry. This was the real Franklin's Corner, alive with human connection far beyond sandwiches and soups. And though Reginald listened intently, there remained questions lingering in his mind. Were they happy? Did they feel valued? These thoughts weighed heavily as he prepared for the day ahead, knowing this experience would change everything. As the lunch rush intensified, Reginald dove deeper into understanding his team. He moved from station to station, learning each role hands-on. At the prep table, he discovered Carl, a quiet man whose knife skills were unmatched. Watching Carl slice through tomatoes with precision brought admiration to Reginald's heart. "You've been doing this how long?" Reginald asked, genuinely curious. 6 years, Carl replied, his voice steady despite the fast pace around them. "Started when I needed a job after moving here." That single sentence struck Reginald. 6 years. That meant Carl had been part of Franklin's Corner longer than most managers. Yet, somehow, Reginald realized he hadn't taken the time to know Carl beyond his work performance. Determined to learn more, he continued engaging with others throughout the day. When the clock struck 2, the initial chaos began to settle. This was when Reginald noticed something unusual. One member of the team, Victor, disappeared briefly then returned looking slightly flushed. Intrigued, Reginald approached him later during a quieter moment. "Hey Victor, I saw you step out earlier. Everything okay?" Victor hesitated, glancing around before answering softly. "Yeah, just needed some air." There was something in his tone, a mixture of embarrassment and resignation, that made Reginald want to dig deeper. But before he could press further, another wave of customers surged in, pulling both men back into action. Throughout the afternoon, Reginald kept observing. He noticed patterns, who helped whom, which tasks caused frustration, and most importantly, the unspoken camaraderie binding everyone together. When dinner service rolled around, exhaustion hung heavy in the air, yet spirits remained high. It was during this time that Reginald finally caught Victor alone again, this time determined to uncover the truth. Victor stood near the storage room, organizing shelves while humming softly to himself. Reginald joined him, matching his rhythm as they worked side by side. After several minutes of companionable silence, Reginald broke the ice. "You know, Victor, I've been thinking. You seem like someone who carries a lot on his shoulders. Mind telling me what's going on?" Victor stopped stacking cans, turning slowly to face Reginald. For a moment, neither spoke. Then, with a deep sigh, Victor began. "It's my son," he admitted quietly. "He's got medical bills piling up, and I'm trying to keep us afloat. Every penny counts, so sometimes I skip meals to save money." Reginald felt the words hit him like a physical blow. Here was a man sacrificing basic needs to provide for his family, all while maintaining professionalism and dedication at work. The revelation shook Reginald to his core, forcing him to confront harsh realities hidden beneath Franklin's Corner's success. "I don't even notice until mid-afternoon," Victor continued, his voice tinged with sadness. "By then, I've already pushed through hunger pains. Besides, eating takes time away from serving customers. Can't afford to slow down." Each word carved deeper into Reginald's conscience. He wanted to offer immediate solutions, promises of better pay or benefits. But instead, he chose to listen fully, letting Victor's story unfold naturally. As they finished organizing the shelves, Reginald resolved to address these issues systematically, ensuring no employee ever had to choose between feeding themselves and excelling at work. Later that evening, as the deli prepared to close, Reginald gathered everyone for a rare team meeting. Standing before them, he spoke from the heart, acknowledging the challenges they faced daily. "I've learned so much today," he confessed, choosing his words carefully. "And I want you all to know, your well-being matters just as much as our success. We'll find ways to support each other better, starting right now." The room fell silent, faces reflecting surprise and hope. Reginald promised changes, not empty words but concrete actions aimed at improving their working conditions. From increased breaks to financial assistance programs, every suggestion stemmed directly from listening to their struggles. As the meeting concluded, Reginald lingered behind, watching his team leave one by one. In Victor's eyes, he saw gratitude mixed with renewed determination. That look alone confirmed Reginald's decision to go undercover had been worth it. Tomorrow would bring new challenges, but tonight, amidst the fading hum of equipment and cooling counters, Reginald felt closer to his team than ever before. Days turned into weeks as Reginald implemented reforms across Franklin's Corner. Break schedules became mandatory, allowing employees adequate rest without fear of falling behind. A small kitchenette stocked with snacks and beverages ensured no one went hungry during shifts. Additionally, Reginald established a confidential fund, enabling discreet support for workers facing unexpected expenses. Yet, amidst these positive changes, a second revelation awaited Reginald, testing his resolve once more. During routine inventory checks, he stumbled upon discrepancies in supply orders. Digging deeper, he uncovered evidence suggesting certain suppliers charged inflated prices due to lack of competition. This discovery didn't sit well with Reginald. Fairness was central to his philosophy. Confronting the issue required courage and creativity. Reginald reached out to local producers, building relationships based on transparency and mutual respect. Soon, Franklin's Corner sourced ingredients directly from nearby farms and artisanal businesses, reducing costs significantly while supporting community growth. This shift not only improved profit margins, but also strengthened ties within Elmridge. Meanwhile, Victor's situation improved dramatically. With enhanced wages and access to emergency funds, he managed to stabilize his finances, alleviating stress that once weighed heavily on his shoulders. Grateful for the support, Victor dedicated himself fully to his role, inspiring others to do the same. One afternoon, as Reginald supervised operations, a young man entered the deli seeking employment. Introducing himself as Owen, he explained his circumstances, recently relocated to Elmridge, searching for stability after losing previous jobs due to health issues. Sensing potential in Owen's determination, Reginald offered him a chance, pairing him with experienced mentors like Victor. Under their guidance, Owen flourished, proving that opportunity combined with effort could transform lives. His progress reminded Reginald why he embarked on this journey in the first place, to create an environment where everyone thrived, regardless of background or challenges faced. However, the third twist came unexpectedly. While reviewing updated financial reports, Reginald noticed fluctuations hinting at internal mismanagement. Investigating further, he discovered unauthorized transactions linked to senior management positions. Shockwaves rippled through Franklin's Corner as trust wavered among staff members. Reginald faced a dilemma: expose the wrongdoing and risk damaging morale, or handle matters discreetly to protect the team. Choosing transparency, he called another meeting, addressing concerns openly yet compassionately. Together, they devised strategies to strengthen accountability measures, reinforcing values essential to Franklin's Corner's foundation. This period tested everyone's resilience, yet it also solidified bonds formed over shared experiences. Through open dialogue and collective effort, Franklin's Corner emerged stronger, its culture rooted firmly in integrity and empathy. Months later, Standing in the bustling deli surrounded by smiling faces, Reginald reflected on his journey. What started as curiosity evolved into profound transformation, impacting not only his business but also personal growth. He learned invaluable lessons about leadership, humility, and humanity. Today, Franklin's Corner stands as testament to possibility, proof that genuine care and thoughtful action can reshape destinies. As customers enjoyed freshly prepared meals, unaware of battles fought behind closed doors, Reginald smiled, knowing he made choices worthy of pride. And somewhere amidst clinking dishes and cheerful chatter, Victor paused momentarily, meeting Reginald's gaze across the room. Their exchange needed no words. Understanding passed silently between them. Both men knew together they created something extraordinary, a haven where dreams took flight alongside delicious sandwiches. Life at Franklin's Corner continued, marked by challenges met head-on and victories celebrated collectively. Each day brought opportunities to grow, learn, and give back. Reginald embraced this reality wholeheartedly, forever grateful for the lessons taught by those who walked beside him. For in the end, it wasn't about being the boss anymore. It was about being part of something bigger, a community bound by shared purpose, striving daily to make life better for one another. And that, Reginald believed, was the true recipe for success. That's the story, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure sharing it with you all. Don't forget to comment below and let me know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see the global reach of these stories. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for more amazing stories, tips, and tricks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. If you'd like to show some extra love, tap the 3 dots near the share button and send a super thanks.